Assalamu alaikum. Now I think that I'm in my live class because in my mobile I can see that 5 of my students, now 8, are watching me. So at first, my dear students, please inform me that I am clearly visible to you and you can also hear me. At first, please, my dear students, let me know that you can hear me and you can hear my voice. You can see me too. Yes. And of course, you will write your name, role, section just after entering the class. Okay, you know that this is a procedure. Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Farjana Chantal, Lucky Khondokar. So, my students are entering into my class. Okay, then I think I shall start my class, right? Okay, so, Assalamu alaikum. Very good afternoon to all of my students. How are you today? I hope you are all okay, right? And during this crucial crisis that because of corona epidemic, you are staying at home and staying safe. So by the grace of Allah, I'm also very good with my family, with my 2 kids. So right now, I would like to start my today's class. Okay? Please give me 1 minute. Okay, my dear students, would you please tell me that this time you can see the laptop screen? Please let me know that. Yes, you have already mentioned your name, role, section. That's very good. But right now, please let me know that you can see the screen. You can see the laptop screen clearly. Is it clearly seen to you? Please let me know that. Okay, I think my screen is quite clear. So let's get started. Okay, once again, I would like to say good afternoon to all of my students. My dear students, can you hear me? Please let me know that you can hear me. Please. My dear students, please let me know that can you hear me? Okay, now I can hear my own voice, so I'm right now sure. Yes, I'm right now quite sure that you can hear me and you can see the laptop screen also. Okay, so I think this is fixed. Okay, so we should start our today's class. Okay, so once again, a very pretty good afternoon, my dear learners. It's a very pleasant experience for a teacher to teach students through online. This is a very recent activities that we're performing. Okay. And of course, I'm welcoming all to my online class. And you know that this class is brought to you by your school authority, your school, or your own school. That means Motijil Government Girls High School online class. Okay. It's quite known to us, right? That we are staying at home. We have to stay safe because of Corona. And we know the steps, how to keep well ourselves, right? Okay, so I'm escaping it. Okay, Kane, you know that I'm your teacher and this class is presented by me. This is Salina Nasrin, Assistant Teacher English, Motijil Government Girls High School. Okay, and you are the student of the same institution, right? Okay, my dear learners. Now, I'd like to show you some pictures, okay? Though I believe that this is quite known to you because in our previous class, so far as I can remember that we taught about wheels, right? So this is the continuing word, you know. So let me see the pictures. So these are the what? Can you say, my dear students? Yes, thank you. Okay. Most of you have already in my class. Thank you, everybody. So now tell me that what can you see in the pictures? What can you see in the pictures? These are, of course, wheels, right? Various kinds of wheels. And these wheels are used in various kinds of vehicles and transportation, right? Okay. These are wheels, of course. Now, can you guess how old the wheels are? I'm sure that you can remember the topics of the video that we had watched, right? We had enjoyed in our previous class. We have enjoyed a video. So, in this class, I also want to invite you to watch a video. So, my dear students, it's time for enjoying a video clips. You can see the revolution, or you must say the evolution of wheels. Okay, here ends our today's video, and let's back again to our today's lesson. So you have already enjoyed the video. Now please tell me, what have you watched in the video? Actually, I want to know what is the topic of the video that you have seen a few seconds ago. Yes, I think you can agree with me that the topics of the video was evolution of wheels, isn't it? Yes. So my dear learners, these are the wheels that you have already watched in that video, right? Okay. Now, here there is a puzzle for you. Yes, it's a very interesting puzzle for you. You have already watched the video and you have some knowledge about the revolution or evolution of wheel. So, here you get some year, okay? Now, what you have to do? Can you guess? Anybody? Okay, let me tell you that. So, what you have to do? You have to mention or you have to identify the wheels, and you have to say which year the wheels is belongs to. Okay? Can you, my dear students? My dear learners, can you say? I don't know why. Okay, let me help you. Yes, it's of course 8000 BC. You know what is BC? BC means before Christ, okay? This is 3500 BC. This is 2000 BC, not 2000. That is, we are running, right? Century. Okay, this is 1889 year, okay, of course, 19th century. This is 1946, 20th century's wheel, and like this. And this is latest edition of wheels, and this is 21st century's wheel. That means it is 2020, right? Okay, my dear learners, right now I have to mention here some important features of the evolution of wheel. Let's see what are these. The beginning, okay, these are the first wheel, first kind of wheel. Let's see. In 3500 BC, this kind of wheel was seen in ancient Mesopotamia. Okay, these are actually called potter's wheel. You know who is potter? In 32 BC, the wheel was first seen used for transportation. So the first wheel was seen in 3500 BC, and just after 300 years later, the wheel was first seen used for transportation, and those wheel was used by the Mesopotamian, okay, and they use those in chariots. In later part, you will know what is a chariot, okay, don't worry about that. Before the first wheel, many rulers were required to move objects. So in that previous time, or in that ancient time, people used many kinds of rotational objects to move their objects from one place to another. And this problem was overcome by the flintstone. You know what is flintstone? You know what is flintstone? Yes, my students are answering simultaneously. Very good, my learners. You are keeping good. Thank you. Okay, whatever. So the problem was overcome by the flintstone. Flintstone means a special kind of wheel, stones, which was found in ancient time. And there is an interesting character in a Hollywood movie which also entitled The Same Flintstone. And I think you, everybody of you must watch this film. Okay. Okay, this is another kind of very ancient wheel. Okay, further innovation. Okay, so after 3200 BC, when it comes to 1000 BC, the Egyptians, this time not the Mesopotamians, okay, just keep it in your mind that in 2000 BC, the Egyptians invented the first wheel with the spokes. What is a spoke? A spoke is the rod which is covered by the whole wheel. In later part, you will also know the meaning with the picture of spokes. Okay, they did this by curving the wheels to the right shape. So this is the chariot which is used in ancient Egyptian, and I think you can guess that this resembles like a car, right? Yes. Okay, in 10,000 BC, iron rims were invented by the Celtics. You know who are the Celtics? Yes, Celtics are the Indo-Europeans. That means the people of ancient Australia or Ireland. Okay. Okay. Here are some new few facts on wheel. The wheel is perhaps man's greatest invention, but no one really knows who invented it first. Suppose we know that the airplane was first invented by the Wright brothers, right? And Thomas Alva Edison invented, okay, Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage is the father of computer, but no one can surely say that who is the inventor of wheel. It is transformed by decade after decade, from decade after decade. Okay, most of the idea of innovation comes from nature, and the invention of wheel is totally human innovation, okay? The first wheels were made of wood, right? First wheel, which was used by the Mesopotamian, were used by the woods, but later on it depends on just metals. there is a very few machines that have not the concept of wheel. So in every respect of our life nowadays, this wheels is used in various forms. In my laptop there is a wheel, in fan there is a wheel, in vehicles of course there are wheels. So wheels are everywhere. So this is the time for lesson declaration. Actually this is the general procedure, you know. So today our class is, today our lesson is what? You have already guessed the topic, right? So let's check it out. The story of the wheels is our today's lesson. So it's taken from your English for Today book, Unit 9, Lesson 2. So my dear student, at this time I would ask you to bring your EFT book, of course, and I'm sure that already you have your own books, exercise notebook and pen, of course. Okay, so let's move forward. Now, you know, this is the general process of starting a class, right? So in this text you also find some new vocabs. So here I would like to introduce some new vocabs which will help you to read the text silently. Okay, and these will also help you to learn, practice, and then grow a very strong vocabulary. Okay, so here you can see a very beautiful natural picture. Can we guess what kind of what is this places? Okay, there are some birds also. So these are valley. So can you say me, or can you tell me please, what is a valley? Can you tell me? Yes, it's of course a noun word. Actually, valley means the lowland. You see, the greenish places is called the valley because this lowland is between the highlands or mountains. Now, this time I would like to ask you to make a sentence with the word valley. Can you make any word, any sentence, my dear students? Can you make any sentence with the word valley? Okay, let me see who are now in my class. Yes, thank you, my dear students. Okay, there was snow on the hilltops. You may see some snow, but not in the valley. Okay, so let's get another slides. Okay. Next word is pioneer. Yes, it's a noun word, of course. Now, I would like to show you some pictures. Of course, they are all women. Yes, the third one and the fourth one. Can you tell me who they are? Can you tell me, my dear learners? Of course, the first one is Begum Rokeya, right? The pioneer of women education in our country. Okay, the second person. The second lady is quite known to us, but I think most of you are cannot recognize her. So she is Begum Nur Jahan, the first female editor of our country. So she is the pioneer of female editors in our country, and she is none other than our greatest poetess, Sufia Kamal, Begum Sufia Kamal. So here we have read so many poems written by Sufia Kamal, right? Okay, the fourth lady is Jahanara Imam. She is called as Shohid Janoni because her son Rumi was brutally murdered during the War of Liberation in 1971. Okay, so the point of my introducing this word is, what is a pioneer? Okay, pioneer is a person who is among the first to explore or settle a new country or area, as well as to create something, to make his or her own place in a society. Okay? Okay. This is a mixed sentence that I have made with the word pioneer. These ladies are the pioneers of women rights in Bangladesh. Of course, they all are active to encourage women in different sectors of our country. Okay, next word is, yes, here you can see that a battleground, right? Some picture about battle or war. So the word warfare is related to the pictures. So can you tell me now that what is warfare? What is warfare? Okay, it's of course a noun word, and warfare means engagement in or the activities involved in war or conflict. So the next sentence with the word warfare is, in ancient time there was a warfare between Troy and Greece. And you know what was the reason behind this warfare between Troy and Greece? There is also a lady, and she is none other than Helen of Troy. And I'm sure that you have already known her name, right? Okay, let's move forward to another slide. Okay, spoke, right? This is not the past form of speak. Here spoke means what? It's noun word, okay? And spoke is the past form of speak, verb. So here you see a cycle, a bicycle, and look at this. Just notice the cursor, okay? I'm moving it. So this is called a spoke. That means it is nothing but some rods, okay? Okay, here you see some another picture which will clearly show you what is spokes. These are spokes. So the sticks or the rods is called spokes. Now see what is a spoke. A spoke is each of the birds or where, that means these things. Connecting the center of a wheel to its outer edge, okay? So the next sentence is, the Greeks used two spokes in the wheel for the first time. Okay. Another word that means chariots. Okay, chariots is a noun word too. It means a two-wheel vehicle drawn by horses used in ancient racing and warfare. So nowadays chariots are not using in these purposes, okay? The horse seems to have been introduced with the chariot during the Hyksos period. Hyksos period is another period. Later on, when you will grow older, then you will learn about this, okay? So this time I'm skipping this. Okay, now in your book you can see that there is a conversation between a teacher and a student. So here we go. The teacher says, you know, the invention of the wheel has helped to create a new civilization. But do you know who first used wheels? Do you know, or do we know? Of course not, right? So the student says, no teacher, but I guess it may be the Greeks. So let's see what teacher says. Yes, they are the ancient Greek people. Okay, the teacher says the Greeks were pioneers in many things. Of course, they introduced Olympian games and various things. But, you know, not in this case, right? However, the Mesopotamians were the first. So I think there is a question rise in your mind about the word Mesopotamians. Don't worry, just keep patience. I'll tell you right now. Okay, this is the map of ancient Mesopotamia, and these are the people of Mesopotamia. Okay, let's see what the student says this time. The oldest wheel was discovered in Mesopotamia. It was in 35 BC. This is right. Okay, you can see the map again, once again. These are the people also. Right now, the student says, where is Mesopotamia? Mesopotamia, right? The same question is rising in your mind too. I know that, of course. So, here I am with the answer for you. Yes, the girl wants to know where is Mesopotamia. And the teacher answered well. Mesopotamia is in ancient Iraq. So, the ancient Iraq is called Mesopotamia, okay? Yes, this place. The red marking area is called Mesopotamia. It was along the valley of rivers Tigris and Euphrates, right? So, this is the place. Now the teacher says, after the Mesopotamians, the wheel was further improved by the Egyptians. These are the Egyptian people. They first made wheels with spokes. Okay? Now the teacher says, then they used them on chariots around 2000 BC. This is chariot. See, you have already seen it. The student then said, what said? So the wheel traveled to Egypt from Mesopotamia. Now you see, the wheel is traveling. Where to where? From Mesopotamia to Egypt, right? Absolutely. Good. Now, teacher said, exactly, but it traveled eastwards too. Wheels reached the Indus Valley by 3000 BC. Indus Valley means the valley that is surrounding by the Hindu Gangas, right? You see? These are the picture. Okay. But chariots with a spoked wheel were made in India. That means Indus valleys. Okay. The people of Indus valleys first used chariots with spoked wheels around 1500 BC. They were used it for hunting and racing. So you see the various uses of chariots. Okay, what about Greek's teacher? Didn't they use wheels? So the student is again going to know about Greeks. I don't know why she's so much connected with the word Greek people, but we see that these are the people, of course. The teacher said they definitely did. Of course, they did many things and they uses wheels in various purposes. But you see, yes, these are the uses in ancient time. In 15,000 BC, the Greeks too learned the idea of wheel making from the Egyptians. Okay, they adapted it from the Egyptians. They also made further improvements on it. Later, Romans did the same too and produced a variety of wheeled vehicles. They are the Roman people and this is the Roman land. Now it's time for individual work, my dear students. Please attention. This time I want your attention. My dear students, yes, I'm on my class, of course. So this time is for your individual works. So I want your attention. What you have to do right now, you have to read the statement below and say whether they are true or false. If false, you have to give the correct answer. This here I have to say 2 words, and this is, you have to answer the same question in your exam. So you have to learn how to answer it. So this is the way that you have to answer in your exam paper. You cannot answer it in any other way. And if you do so, your mark will be deducted. So don't do that, okay? And just follow the rules that I've shown here. These are the statement, my dear learners. And I'm giving you 2 minutes for the task. Please write the correct answer in the comment box. Please write the correct answer in the comment box, my dear students. Yes, though it's drizzling outside here, but still my screen, my mobile network simply working fine. So I want your attention, a superb attention of yours. I'm hankering after it, Okay. So I think many of you have already answered the question. Now compare your answer with me. At the same time, please carefully see the way that I have answered the questions. Okay. So at first, what you have to do, if you think that the statement is false, at first you have to write false in full form, not F. You have to write the full form false, F-A-L-S-E, false. Do not write A for F-A-L. What you have to do? You have to write the full word That means F-A-L-S-E, which is called false. Okay. Then what we have to do, as it is the false answer, you have to give the correct answer. So write like this, correct answer. You have to write correct answer. Then write the correct answer. The Egyptians were the pioneers in developing spoked wheels. Okay. Second answer was also false. So what you have to do, write false, then write correct answer, then give the correct answer. The Indus wheel was discovered in 3500 BC. Okay. The third sentence was true, right? So you don't have to write the false answer, or you don't have to write the correct answer because it's already a correct answer. Fourth answer is false, so you have to write the correct answer. The answer is the Indians first used wheeled chariots for warfare. The fifth statement was true also. Okay. Now it's a pair work, but I know it's not possible to do this right now. So it's an individual work for you. Okay. So fill in the gaps with appropriate word. Okay, I read it out for you. So what you have to do, you have to put some appropriate word in the gaps so that it may make a full sense. Okay. The Greeks were pioneers in many things, but in this case, however, the dash were the first. You know who are the first, so write the name. The dash ever wheel was discovered in Mesopotamia. It was in 3500 BC. Mesopotamia was an ancient dash. It was long along the valley of the rivers Tigris and Euphrates. After the Mesopotamians, the wheel was further improved by the Egyptians. They first made wheels with dash. Then they used them on dash around 2000 BC. So here I'm giving you 1 minute to complete the task. So hurry please, my dear students, keep hurry. My dear students, yes, it's time for answer. Please write the correct appropriate word in the gaps. Okay. Let's see our answer. It's Mesopotamians. Oldest, Iraq, spokes, and chariots. Okay. Another individual work. Look at the following map of ancient river valley civilization and just see the 4 old river valley civilization. These are the 4 old river valley civilization. Okay. Now another individual task. Listen to me, okay, and then fill in the gaps with the right words. Not this page. In later page you'll find your individual task. There are 4 major river valley civilization in the map. They are Egypt, Mesopotamia, India, and Shang China. Egypt lies to the far east and Shang China lies to the far east of India. The location of the Indus and Ganges valleys is almost in the middle. However, the Tigris and Euphrates valley lies between the Nile and the Indus Ganges. The Ganges flows down the north of India. However, the east coast of India is the Bay of Bengal. So this is your real individual task, and this is you have to fill in the gaps with appropriate words. Now, here are the statements. Okay, please. First one is done for you. First one is done for you. Okay, let's see our answers. Shang China lies to the far east of India. The Indus and Ganges valley is almost at the middle. The Tigris and Euphrates valley lie between the Nile and the Indus Gangas. The Gangas flows in the north of India. The Bay of Bengal is on the east coast of India. Okay. This is pair work, but right now I want to skip it. Okay. Now, my dear students, it's evaluation time, and here you will get some questions, very short questions. So these questions are all known to you now, and you will answer it superbly, right? So the answer was